guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to today's new release video. I am super excited today because I was finally able to finish up the weekly and daily inserts that have been in super high demand. So I am very excited to share those with you today. Before we get started, I wanted to just give a little overview of everything you're going to receive with your purchase. So the weekly and daily inserts are going to include 31 landscape inserts, which are basically giant stickers. They're giant images that you just layer on top of a planner page. And then you're going to receive 32 portrait inserts, and they are going to include all of the weekly and daily layouts that we have introduced for 2025. So all of the weekly and daily templates that are available in our planners, as well as any unique layouts that we've introduced, such as the Quarterly Ease Planner daily layout, which I know has been in super high demand as well. You're going to receive 2 collection files. There's going to be a collection file for the landscape inserts and a collection file for the portrait inserts. You are also going to receive a zip file of individual PNG images for those who do not use Goodnotes. So the collection files are for Goodnotes users, and I wanted to go ahead and share with you how to import everything. So once you receive your download PDF, you're going to follow the unique link that is going to take you to our Dropbox account, where you're going to be able to download your files. So if you're using a program outside of Goodnotes, you are going to want to download the zip file of individual PNG images, which I have opened up for this video, but you'll get 3 files. These are the individual PNGs that you're going to use for programs outside of Goodnotes. And then if you're using Goodnotes, I highly recommend using the collection files. It just makes it super easy to use. Now, if you're importing the collection file, right now there is a known issue with iOS. For some reason, when you go to the import screen, if you tap on open in Goodnotes, or if you save this to your files and then use Goodnotes to import by using this little menu here, it's going to pop up with an error message. So I'm going to walk you through how to import the collection file into Goodnotes. So I'm going to just go here to open this up, and I'm going to go down here. You guys can see the little rectangle with the arrow sticking out, and I'm going to make sure, instead of doing open in Goodnotes right here, I am going to, or save to files right here. You can save to files if you want to, just to have a backup, but you won't be able to, you know, import to Goodnotes once you saved a file by locating the file here. The same thing happens. I've tested it. So you're going to want to make sure to tap on the Goodnotes app icon right here. So when I tap on that, it's going to pop this up. I've already imported this, so I'm not going to, but if you hit create, it's going to import this as a collection file in Goodnotes for you. Now let me show you what the error message looks like. So if I go here to this collection file, same deal, this is the portrait version, go to the little arrow sticking out of the rectangle here, and then do open in Goodnotes, you will notice it's going to say unsupported file type. So I'm not super sure what's going on there. It's just kind of wonky, but if you just make sure to hit this Goodnotes icon here, it will import it. So just a little important note there. So that's what all the files are going to look like, minus this open file. It'll be zipped for you, and then you'll have to open it up. But let me go through what's inside the zip file. So there's landscape inserts, portrait inserts. So I've got them divided out for you to make it super easy. And let me just go ahead and flip through actually what each of these looks like. So I'm going to go to insert 1, and I'll just kind of scroll through. So these I made specifically to where they are so super easy to use. They're sized perfectly for the Create planner. And then also, if you're using one of our different planners and you want to cover up an existing layout, They have a white background that matches the white background of our planners, and they're sized perfectly to where you can just layer it right on top and it's gonna cover it up. It's not going to make you do the extra step of having like a white screenshot first and then putting your insert on, so you're working with more layers. This way it's just one layer, super easy to use. So these are all of the layouts you're going to receive. I'll just kind of flip through these guys and then I'll do a demonstration of how to use them. So these are all of the layouts, the functional, the box, the checklist, all of that. But yeah, I'll do a demonstration giving you tips and tricks for using all these. But this is gonna make it so super easy to switch up your layouts and everything. All the weekly layouts are shown first and then the daily are towards the end. So here's our So Scheduled and the time blocking, the widget layout, a tried and true one of mine, the work week layout, and then we get into the dailies. So here are all the dailies. And again, these are all the ones that we have offered in our templates and in our planners for 2025. So super exciting. I'm really excited to see how you all use these. But I love how they turned out, and I love how easy they're gonna be to use with that white background and the way that they're sized. It's just gonna make it so super simple for you. Here's the Wellness Daily, and here's the brand new Ease Planner Daily. And then this one here. And so those are the landscape files. And then let's take a look at the portrait so you can see all of those. And again, these are going to be sized perfectly to fit underneath where the links to the days and weeks are in our planners, and I'll show you what I mean. But the templates are not sized that way because obviously for each week, day, all of that, the buttons are going to differ depending on which, you know, day and week you're in. But you're gonna get all those same layouts just in portrait form. The Prosper Daily Planner layout. There's the widget, work week, all the dailies. And so just know that in the zip file, like for the individual PNG images and the elements file, that like the collection file, your weekly layouts are going to be listed first and then your daily. So that's how they're organized. Here's the hybrid one with like a little overview of your week here. The wellness, the Ease Planner, the Ease Quarterly Daily layout. And these ones here. Those are all the inserts that you're going to receive. Now, what I want to share with you, we'll split screen with Goodnotes here. So if you're using the individual PNGs, you're simply going to go to the orientation you want to use, look through your thumbnails and see which one I want to pull over. So I'm on a week right now, so I think I'm just going to use a weekly. Maybe I want to use one of these functional guys. And so you're going to just size this. I recommend using the photo tool to size because you're able to kind of get a nice snug fit. But you're going to see it's going to fit in here perfectly so that you can very, very easily fit this in underneath that line right below your daily, weekly links and everything. Now, the one thing I do want to say about inserts is that when you zoom in, you are going to see pixelation. I've done my very, very best to reduce the pixelation as much as possible, but it's impossible to completely avoid it. The only way to do that is to do PDF documents, but with images you are going to get a little bit of pixelation, especially because these are just really fine lines and everything, but you can't see it at all when you're zoomed out. It's just going to be when you're zoomed in, and it's primarily on like the little shapes and stuff like that. So not too shabby at all. I think it actually turned out really great. And so that's how that's going to work. You're just going to pull, like drag and drop them in, have your file of inserts over here off to the side, drag and drop in what you want to use, and then size this to fit right below that line right there. and you're gonna be all set to go. Like, see how quick that comes together? Just in a few seconds, you've got your layout all ready to go. And so let's do a daily. I'll just go to this first day here and we'll scroll towards the bottom. Maybe we'll do the new quarterly ease daily layout. It's been a very popular one. I love how much you guys love this layout because I love it as well. And when I say I made it like it's my brain on a page, it really is. So now we have the ease daily, super easy to put in there. And like I said, you're gonna see a little bit of pixelation when you zoom in all the way, but when you're zoomed out, you're not gonna really see any pixelation. So just something to, you know, keep in mind as you're using the inserts and everything. Okay, and then let's go ahead and do a portrait one so I can show you how those fit in here. Now, if you want to kind of tweak this more, you can very easily crop these images down if you want to take certain things out or if you want to combine different elements. It's so easy to customize with digital planning, but as you can see, that fit very snugly in there, which is really nice. But let's say I want to crop this, you can easily do that. If you want that like in a different spot. Let's say I want to put this down here, you can do that and then put things above it, you know, so cropping them is super easy to do, but I wanted to do the full page just so that if there's an existing page, it's super easy to cover up. And I can even show you that. Let's see, where can I show you guys that? Maybe in my current quarterly planner. Let me go to my current quarterly planner and we'll just go to one of the days here. So let's say I want to switch out my daily on my quarterly. Then what I would do is come down here and let's say this week I want to use the wellness, or this day I want to use the wellness. Very easy. I am just going to, I kind of look at the blue lines around the image and just kind of pop it right over. And voila, perfect fit, totally covered up the other page. You would never know it was there. So I just wanted to add that level of convenience for you guys, just because then you don't, like I said, have to do the white screenshot and then the insert. It just makes it so easy to use, and they're sized to fit really, really well. So that's the individual PNGs. You can also import individual PNGs by using the photo tool in Goodnotes, tapping, hitting insert from, and then locating your file. So here it is, and then doing it that way too. I find it easiest to just have it off to the side and split screen, but that is another way that you can do that. So I'm gonna need to remember that I put all of these here, but anywho, that's how easy it is. Super, super easy. Now for the collection files, you are going to, like I said, get two different files. You're going to get a landscape version and a portrait version. And it's super easy. You're just gonna kind of scroll through, see which one you want to use. So maybe I'll do this one for today. And I find it easiest to use the photo tool personally. So I always tap off that and then hit the photo tool, but then I can just pull that in super easy. And then you just always have the inserts right there in Goodnotes, ready to use, very simple to do. So now when you're actually using inserts and everything, say you wanna, you know, put stickers and all that kind of stuff on top of it. Let's pull up some stickers here. So I'm just gonna go with my most recent kit that was released in the shop. So I'm gonna open this in a new window. When you're working with inserts, and let me just close this so I don't confuse myself. When you're working with inserts, you have to keep in mind that Goodnotes works in layers, and currently Goodnotes does not offer a locking feature. So there's no way to lock this image in place to where if I put another image right on top of it, say I pull this over and I wanna put this somewhere on here, maybe I wanna like put this right here. If I take the lasso tool and I'm like, oh, I wanna move this somewhere else, it's going to pick up absolutely everything. So the way to avoid that is to just use the photo tool. And if you're not used to that, it'll take some getting used to, but honestly, I prefer the photo tool most of the time right now anyways. It's kind of my go-to. I like the way that it resizes and I just find it easier to work with. But now I can move that. All I have to do is tap on it and I can move that around and put it wherever I want. So hopefully Goodnotes will release a locking feature eventually. I know we've been asking for it for years now, and maybe soon, someday, they will finally do that for us. But that's how you would work with the inserts. That's my biggest tip. If you're in Goodnotes, I know other PDF reading apps like Noteful, they offer a locking feature. I want to try Noteful out eventually, but they do offer a locking feature where you can lock this image down and it won't move if you try to lasso move things around on top of it. But in Goodnotes, the workaround is just to use that photo tool up here instead of your lasso, because again, if I use the lasso trying to move it, it's just going to move everything, versus if I use the photo tool, tap, then I can just kind of move things around and it's no biggie at all. So that's my biggest tip there. But yeah, that's pretty much the gist though. I'm trying to think of what else I want to share about the inserts. You know, like I said, it's easiest to split screen if you're using the individual PNG images, if you have that feature available to you on your device. I admittedly am not super familiar with other devices outside the iPad. I've only ever used an iPad. Yeah, I find the split screen easiest to use, and then if you're using Goodnotes, I highly recommend just importing the collection files and make sure to use that Goodnotes app icon when you're importing. And when you have the inserts in use, you don't have to do the extra step of screenshotting because there's a white background. They're full pages. If you want to take certain elements out, so say I want to just use this habit tracker, then what I could do is I could just do crop and freehand, and I can just take this habit tracker out. It's just so easy to customize and make things your own. That's why I love digital planning. You can crop things, move things around, make it your own. So if you like to just kind of piece together your own layout, that's another option. So you could just, you know, take different elements. Say you want to combine a couple different things. So I want to have a habit tracker. Maybe I want to have just this like notepad here. So I crop this out. So you can do that. Just crop this guy out. Done. And maybe I want to have this over here. And then I want to take something from like the ease planner layout. And so I come here and I crop. Maybe I just want these little photos out of here. Then we can do that. Maybe put that over here. And say I like love that and this is something I want to use all the time. Then what you could do too is you could take your lasso tool, lasso everything, hit the little 3 circles there, hit add element, and then create your own new collection. So maybe we just title this like go to layout or something like that. Go to layouts. So some of your favorite layouts, then we create that. Then when you want to use that again, all you have to do is go to your elements, go to your go-to layouts, and voila, it's gonna pull it in, sized how you want and everything, and you're gonna be all set to go, easy peasy. So you can also just piece together, take little bits and pieces of the layouts and put together your own layout. There's so many possibilities because there's tons and tons of inserts to choose from that have all sorts of different things on them. So I'm super excited to see what you all come up with. I hope you're excited for these layouts. I know you guys have been waiting for a bit now for them, so thank you so much for your patience. I just wanted to make sure that they were sized really, really well for you guys. I had to tweak the sizing, and I just played around with like the design software just to give you the best quality that I could. Again, you're always gonna get just that bit of pixelation, but at least when you're zoomed out, you really can't tell. Like, there you can tell, but when it's zoomed out, you can't really tell. So if that bothers you though, then you may want to skip these. I will be releasing the planner pieces of the weekly and daily. I am currently working on them. I anticipate that they will be up in the shop sometime within the next week or so. Hopefully within the next few days, we'll see. As of right now, we don't have a ton of plans this weekend, so if that holds out, then I should be able to get some work done this weekend and hopefully have those up ASAP for you. So if you're using the planner pieces system and you want all of these layouts, then expect to see that in the shop very, very soon. We will still have new releases this Saturday. I have a gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous kit to share with you guys. I cannot wait. So there will be a sneak peek of that up tomorrow. And then hopefully sometime later today or tomorrow morning, somewhere around there, you're gonna see a weekly plan with me up. I still admittedly have not planned out this current week that we're in, and it's Thursday. So I have some catching up to do. I've just been very busy trying to get these done. I really have been putting all my time into it. So I hope that you love how they turned out. I hope you're excited to use them. And yeah, that's pretty much it for this one. So I'll see you in my next video. That'll be a weekly plan with me, and then new releases Saturday. And yeah, lots of exciting things coming for sure. So stick around, make sure you subscribe so you catch all of our future videos. Be sure to give this video a like if you enjoyed it. Join our Facebook group if you haven't already done so. I'm a little bit behind with requests to get into the group, but I'm gonna be working on catching up with that in the next few days as well. We would love to have you there though. We have just tons and tons of community members, our P2P fam that share their spreads. We have lots of inspiration there, tips and tricks and support. So join us there for sure. But that's it for this one. So I will see you all in the next one. Bye.